The way it blurs your skin and looks flawless, I have not seen anything like it on the market. You always want to start off little and add more if needed. On first application, this became my favorite foundation. I don't usually like to use the word poreless because we all have pores. This foundation, something else, I'm telling you. I always like to even out the under eye. Let me give you a little insight. The NARS Radiant Concealer is the #1 selling concealer in all of Sephora Canada, and that's for a reason. In order to create beautiful makeup on your beautiful skin, you have to always remember that you have to be layering products, because every single product that you're putting on your skin has some coverage. Little goes a long way. I always find that applying blush is one of the most important parts of the whole makeup application. Why? Because blush does fade quicker than anything else, so the cream is what you're going to be able to see as the top layers start fading. Things that I could never give up was a beauty sponge to blend out my concealer. But ever since I bought a concealer brush, it has changed the game for me. I bought it last month and I haven't looked back. I have not picked up my beauty sponge in so long because this brush is just flawless. I know a lot of people like to go in with their loose powder first with a powder brush, but I always like to go in with a pressed powder first with a powder brush. I find that it doesn't feel as cakey as it would if you're actually applying a loose powder. My favorite is the MAC OG one, and now it's hit pan, and I'm a little stressed. Powder is actually where your makeup is going to start to look. It's going to start coming together, is what I'm trying to say. And I usually never go in with the same shade of powder on the entire face. I like to keep it more, I would say, on the translucent or yellow base powder on the jawline area and on the forehead. Sometimes I like to go a little brighter on the forehead, but a little bit more yellow, and I keep the pink powder for the under eyes where it's a little bit more brighter, I should say. And this is done with a powder puff because it just looks a lot more flawless this way. Please don't be afraid of powder. Powder is gonna change the game for the way that makeup is gonna end up looking. One thing that I really love doing is taking a face powder in a darker shade and using that as my bronzer. One that I have picked up recently is the Maybelline Fit Me powder because it is very blurring on the skin, so I picked up a shade that was a lot darker, and I love using that as a bronzer because it's blurring and it's completely matte. It has no shine to it. I find that it looks a lot more naturally bronzed. It also looks very, very blurring on the skin. Now, this is one of my favorite steps, is adding 2 different shades of blush. The darker one higher up closer to the hairline, and then a little bit brighter. This look, or this blush combo, is heavenly. So we got Mad Love and Thrill, and they look absolutely stunning. Don't ever be afraid of a translucent powder that looks white in the actual pan. This powder is so nice on the face. You can keep adding more without looking cakey. It is the most stunning powder that is on the market. I don't know what I did to my lips. They look a little wonky, but oh, I forgot to add gloss to the lips. That's what happened here. I totally forgot to add gloss. So, okay, that's all I have. Talk to you later. Bye.